kid has poor self-esteem, what could you tell the parent to help a child improve his self-esteem?
Whatever you say to him, the praise has to be genuine. He will know it immediately if that praise is just meant to make him feel better. What you try to do is set up situations where the kid can be successful, and then you appropriately praise him for his success. Now, with some of the kids I work with, the success might be as minor as he played in the soccer game, didn't disrupt the game, didn't cause a problem, and that was it. And of course, you're not want to worry about performance per se. We're talking about any little gain for that child is what you're praising. You're not praising him because he scored 3 goals.
I've seen a lot of kids who have some issues, family issues, emotional issues, dyslexia, something. And I always try to give them an example, if I can, someone had that condition and they became successful in life. And there was a TV show, I don't think they have any new ones, it was Inside Actor Studio. Not so much to see the famous actor. They would start off and tell their childhood. They came sometimes with divorces, dysfunctional families, very poor settings. In spite of that, they made themselves into famous people. Maybe they were singers, they could have been actors. And you thought it was just, they woke up and they had to work at it. But they had a strike against them, they thought. That strike was not against them. It got them more up to the job to become even better. Is that correct?
I'm familiar with the show you're talking about, and it is always fascinating how they go into what these people have overcome. And that's why it's so easy for people to think people are lucky. They just fell into a break. There's usually a story behind success, and someone who's really persevered and really hung in there and had failures along the way. Reading about in a biography or online about someone who's been successful and what they had to go through, I think is very helpful for kids.
There's also things to get at a perfect childhood, a perfect adolescence, a perfect, adulthood, marriage. It doesn't exist. Is that correct?
Doesn't exist, but I will say that I think a lot of people in our society today and our families are trying to make that happen. If they can get them into the right preschool, if they can get them into the right private school, if they can get them the right tutoring for the SAT, there's a very tremendous emphasis on that. Life should just be one success after another.
If you don't fail, you don't really learn. You learn more from the failure than they pat in the back. You did everything right. Is that correct?
Yes. Failure is an amazing teacher. It shows you reality. It makes you appreciate how hard people have to work to succeed, that nothing gets given to you. We all know stories every day in the media about some people who perhaps through family, etc., have been given a lot too easily without having to work for it. And of course now they're almost trying to throw it away. Maybe it's some attempt to try to change their situation, and because what they have they're not happy with. They didn't make it, they didn't earn it.
If you earn it and you create what I consider is the best possible life you can have, it's a life of value, and you give back to the community, you get more back from that than probably just buying something. When you die, I always say, if you could look back in your life, if you have 10 very special days, and all you in someone's 10 special days, you did something extraordinary, your life has tremendous value. The money doesn't go with you, but that good things you've done or good things you did, got other people to do good things, your life has tremendous value. Is that correct?
Yes, we always talk in psychology about something called object constancy, where if you can create positive memories with a child, they will carry that around forever. It will basically inoculate them against stress, and that's why it's so important to let your child have a positive image of you and his relationship with you.